pretty cool. We start off with fancy feasts you can make around a campfire on your next outdoor adventure. The Campout Cookbook features more than 75 inventive recipes to enjoy under the stars, plus camping hacks and how to build a campfire cookery kit. Please welcome the authors, Marnie Hannell and Jen Stevenson. It's so good to have you guys here.
So good to have you, Margaret.
Thank you. Welcome to our big kitchen.
It's beautiful. That's a lot more than you would have than camping, right?
Yes, exactly. But you can do all this camping. So let's start, if you would, with the cookery kit. What do I need to have so I can do good stuff when I head outdoors?
Oh, sure. So before we leave on our trip, we like to prep our camp cookery kit. Just so at the beginning of camping season, you can kind of set this up. You're ready to just put it in the car and go.
Oh,
so
man.
It's an old tackle box, and it's got 3 tiers. And on the top, we have just your hot chocolate mix, your coffee, and your tea for the morning or the evening. We have cinnamon sticks for hot toddies or vanilla bourbon apple cider.
Talking my language, girl.
We have a few rubs that you have, ready to go on your meat before it goes
that's
on
a
the
good
fire.
idea. I like the
delicious
sage
coffee rub for pork chops.
This is so smart. What are these things?
So here are just common spices that you might need. We've got a few kinds of salt, smoked salt, regular salt. We've got pepper and some chili flakes, just anything you might need to season your dishes around the campfire. And then in the bottom we have all of our mixes. So we like to prep our mixes beforehand, and then when you get to the campsite, you just have to add your eggs, your butter, your milk, whatnot.
So these are like pancakes, that kind of thing?
Pancakes, cornbread, buttermilk, biscuits, and then orange campfire cakes, which we're going to make in a second. And then of course some liquid fortifications, your Fernet, your whiskey, very important.
Good girl. And let's see, no, that's not even heavy.
Nope. No, it's not
that's
heavy.
easy
Right
to
in the
take
car.
along. That is super smart. You could just put that in your car if you wanted to.
That's right.
Take it wherever you're going to have dinner. All right, so we're starting with the shrimp, right?
Absolutely.
What is this dish?
So this is an update of a Girl Scout camp recipe that I made when I was younger.
Scout?
I sure was.
Good.
Sure, and summer camp, So this is, we all know the traditional camp cooking method of wrapping up foods and putting it in the embers. And usually that's with ground beef or green pepper. So we freshened it up for our Northwest palates. And are doing what we call a tinfoil shrimp boil. So you just take
corn. That's always so good in a campfire.
And you're just cutting that into rounds, and then half of it's off the kernel. Then you have some white onion, some chives, potatoes, shrimp, of course.
And those are so easy because you know when they're pink, they're done, so you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry. Kielbasa. Butter. Yes, this is a nice forgiving recipe for any campfire.
Because this isn't perfect in terms of your temperature.
And then you're just going for it with your Old Bay. We like 2 teaspoons, really, a really flavorful, salty boil. And then finally, you want to get that steam going inside the packet. So you're going to need your beer.
I can't believe it. So you put beer in to steam it. What does that do?
So it's just when the packet gets really hot and the steam works its way through all of the vegetables and seafood and sausage and cooks it all into this delicious combination. And then the key when you're crimping this is you just don't want to, you want to kind of fold more than crumple.
Oops,
just to avoid steam burns. You're okay. You're okay.
So you would just fold it.
Yeah, you just want to fold it in. So then when you're opening it, you're not getting a steam burn.
Got it. That makes sense. And so I just put that in the fire.
And then you put this in the fire for 15 to 20 minutes and it'll come out and be ready to eat.
Could I do that at home if I wanted to and just put it on the grill?
Yes, there's actually a lot of applications in the book for things to do at home.
Perfect. So, what are you whipping up?
Well, so everyone has a favorite meal at the campsite. Ours is dessert. You'll know that when you read our dessert section, 12 kinds of marshmallows.
Yeah, I love that.
These are the Molten.
It's such a useful book. It really is a must-have if people are going to do any camping, or even if you just want to hang out in the backyard, like the kids are spending the night and they're out in the tent in the backyard. This is great fun stuff to do with them.
Exactly. That's how we wrote it. But these are the Molten Orange Campfire Cakes, and kids do love these. So this is a campfire classic that we kind of updated. Instead of box cake mix, we're using this beautiful, real molten chocolate cake mix. So you start with, well, you'd want to start by melting your butter and your chocolate in the pan.
And these, we love to have chocolate chips in our camp cookery kit. So this cake is ready to go. It's very simple.
And you would put that on the stove and you would let that, like we just put it right on the campfire and you just let that simmer. It smells amazing. And so then you're going to go ahead and crack 3 eggs. We do like, you can use a bowl obviously, but we like to bring our 4-cup Pyrex because it comes in handy for more than just these cakes. It's great for pancakes too because you can just pour them.
And it's nice and
Right,
sturdy
it's
as well.
exactly.
You can get it hot, can't you, if you need to
Yes,
warm something
you
up
can
in
do
that?
pretty much anything.
Okay.
And
Just
anything
fire it.
when you're camping that works for more than one purpose is, of course, what
It's
you're
pretty good.
you most have in mind.
Now,
Yeah.
how did you guys figure all this out? Was it with your own family?
It was Jen. Well, Jen grew up camping with your family, really, right?
I did. We camped a lot, and it was a huge production. We had a massive camp kitchen. Yeah, my mom really went for it.
So you've done all the trying and failing and
Yes.
adjusting for us so that
For
we can
years.
use this stuff.
And then I camped as a Girl Scout and at summer camp, and then more with my husband. I have 2 young sons, so we camp a lot as a family now.
But you've bumped this up. I
Oh,
mean,
sure.
This is not, generally you go camping and if you think, okay, that chili was fine,
Yeah.
or whatever, but
Right.
this is a whole new deal.
We take it to a new level. This is the mix from the kit, and
Okay.
it's just 2 tablespoons of flour and half a cup of sugar. So
That's it?
That's
very,
it.
very
So you
simple.
Very
just melted
simple.
the butter and the chocolate, you put
Exactly.
the mix in, and that's all you need
That's
to do.
all.
And
Now, what's
so-
happening with the oranges, though? Because I'm super excited.
Oh,
to see
you're gonna
that.
love
a very
this.
important step.
So this beautiful cake has a special thing that is baked in, which is this little orange.
That is amazing. So you just clear out the orange.
We like to use a melon baller. It's just quick and easy. I know it seems like a lot to take your melon baller camping, but it's really not. It's very easy. You just put it in or use a grapefruit spoon. That works too. So after they're all hollowed out, then you're going to take your batter and you just fill each
Plop
one.
a little in there.
Yeah, about 2/3.
How amazing. I've seen an
They're
egg
fun.
cooked like that, but I've never seen a cake cooked like that.
So you can see it's just filled there, and then you
Right.
put its little top on. And you're
Little
just
more
going
foil.
to wrap it in foil. We use a lot of foil, obviously,
Yep.
when we're camping.
Foil is the key to camping.
Yeah.
You do want to know what weighs up for obvious reasons, so we like to just crumple it with a little pull.
And how long does it take to steam that?
Roughly
Or to
30
get it
minutes
going?
in the coals. You're just going to set them in the coals, and then they'll slowly cook. You're going to smell the most delicious, just that orange oil mingling with the chocolate. Everyone's going to be waiting around the fire pit for them to come off.
It's
I
true.
definitely am. So once you start eating, just pop those in the fire. They'll be done when everybody's done
Exactly.
with their meal. So are there any other essentials that we need to know about that we haven't thought of? Like I would never have thought to bring a Pyrex or a melon baller. So what else?
For us, the essential thing is to remember you're camping. The food doesn't have to turn out perfectly to be perfect. You're going to burn some of the recipes in the book. That's okay. We just really want you to have fun and have an easy time outdoors.
That's great. Thank you all very much. I'm going to stick my finger in that chocolate in just a moment. Marnie and Jen will be at Book Larder tomorrow evening from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. You'll want to go visit them, but it's a great book, and thank you for sharing these recipes. Coming up next, a look at our sweet new furniture and what makes American casual the
This New Day cooking segment brought to you by Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery, powered by Electrolux.